U.S. inflation holds steady. The Labor Department reports consumer prices rose 2.7% in July from a year earlier. That was the same as June. When food and energy categories are excluded, core prices increased 3.1%. That's up from 2.9% last month. The Federal Reserve wants to get inflation down to 2%. Financial expert Terry Savage joins us now. Good morning, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Good morning. The stock market is loving those numbers.
Yeah. Why are they loving those numbers? We talk about tariffs and things are going to get terrible. Why haven't we seen much of that in the stock market anyway?
Well, let's just sort out the financial side of what's going on and leave all the other issues with this administration aside. The stock market, the financial markets love the thought that, number one, the tariffs have, they brought money into the Treasury. They have not yet, I'll put in the word yet, been passed on to consumers. They haven't even seemed to hit the profit margins of businesses. So maybe the foreign exporters are sort of swallowing the cost of the tariffs to keep their exports going. But at any rate, the tariffs have not created inflation. That means the Fed can cut interest rates in September, which is really good for financial assets. In addition, this administration has lifted a bunch of regulations, so there are now a lot of new public offerings and mega merger deals you're seeing in the headlines, and Wall Street just loves it. We are at new highs on the S&P 500, tech-dominated. I should also add the spending for AI and the optimism about how it'll change our lives is also very bullish. And the Dow is now within 200 points of its all-time high. So Wall Street is saying, hey, happy days are here again.
What about those mortgage rates, Terry?
Well, interest rates are starting to come down. The Fed impacts short-term rates, and we're already seeing in the T-bill market rate, the 6-month IOUs, that rates are down around 4.1% from 4.5% a few months ago. Mortgage rates are coming down. It'll take a minute, but you can definitely tell the trend is down, even though the Fed's cut won't directly link to mortgage rates. Last time, in fact, long rates went up when the Fed cut too soon.
All right, questions. There are a lot of questions about student loans. Before we get to viewer questions about student loans, what should people do now?
Okay, this is really important. I know you all don't have time to listen to a whole bunch of details, so let me give you this headline and refer you to 2 columns I've just posted at terrysavage.com. If you or your kids or you as parents have PLUS loans or your kids have any federal student loans, you must act now. If you were part of the old reduced payment plans, the SAVE plan, the PAYE plan, the graduated plan, the extended, there was an alphabet. Those are all going away next July 1st, 2026. Sounds a long way away. It's 10 months. And you have until then to refinance your student loan into a federal income-based repayment plan. Now you're going, oh no, but my income's going to be too high. You do not have to prove financial hardship to get into an income-based repayment plan. This is truly important. Anyone with student loans, I'm not going to give you the details, go to terrysavage.com. And I want to add one more thing. The parents who have Parent Plus loans have recently had some good deals, ways for the government to refinance those. You need to deal with your Parent Plus loans immediately. There's another July 1st next year deadline for you. So if you have student loans, you know someone who does. I've tried to explain it all very clearly, and you can check out those columns.
All right, let's get to some questions. Recently, when driving with his fiance and soon-to-be father-in-law, Dad let them know that as soon as they are married, he will be signing over the Parent Plus loans to her. It doesn't sound like they had a clear understanding of how the student loans would be repaid. I don't even know what that means.
Wait. I want to leave that up there for a second. The new father-in-law says, okay, when you kids get married, you guys are going to be responsible. Guess what, Dad? If you have a Parent Plus loan, you're not getting rid of that loan. You signed for it. The student loans, the student's responsible for. The Parent Plus loan owner should read my column. There's 2 columns up there now, student loans and Parent Plus loans. You really need to act quickly.
Got it.
My daughter is starting college in a couple of weeks. She has a loan through Sallie Mae. Can she still get into an income-driven repayment plan?
Sallie Mae sounds like a government agency, and in the long story, it started out many years ago as one, but it is now a private student loan lender. So federal student loans, you're going to act now to get an income-based repayment plan, because after next July, they're going to have a new plan and it's going to cost you more. But if you have a private student loan, you can refinance anytime at a place like SoFi, which you've probably heard of, it, seen their commercials. SoFi.com or Credible.com is a place where all different kinds of student loan lenders will come up with their offers for you to refinance. And it may pay to do that with a private student loan.
Okay, this person says a few years ago you were encouraging people to buy I-bonds. I bought some, like $7,500 worth. I don't hear you mention them anymore. Did I make a mistake?
No, they weren't a mistake, and they keep adjusting for inflation, which is a little bit lower. But you hang on to those I-bonds. For sure, don't cash them in before 5 years when there's a penalty. You did this to put money away safely, to accrue interest, not pay state income taxes on it. So hang on to your I-bonds.
All right.
All
If
right.
you want to ask Terry a question, you can go to terrysavage.com. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
Time for On Town.
Hey, Anna.